Hi everyone, my name's Kalthoff and welcome to a Stamping to Share video. Today I'm so excited to share with you this cute little chick card, and it's made with one of the Sale-a-bration sets. The Sale-a-bration actually ends March 31st, so if you don't have this set yet, you might want to consider placing a $50 order so that you can get it. It is such a cute set. I just love the balloon, the ice cream cone, and the little chick, and the sentiments are just so sweet. And so this is the card I came up with that kind of really showcases this stamp set. And then on the inside, sending smiles, because honestly, who would not smile receiving this card? The inside panel is from the stamp set called Greatest Greetings, and it looks like this. There's lots of greetings in here, and so something for everything pretty much. And so let's go ahead and we'll recreate this card. Now you'll notice this is what we call a corner fold card. The corner is folded over, and I'm going to show you a really easy way to do that with two sizes of cards, with our tall cards and with our long cards. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you how to do the corner fold first. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you that you need a couple of pieces of paper here for two different types of cards. The first card is our standard tall card, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And the second one is what I call a long card. It's 4 1/4 by 11 inches, scored at 5.5. Now in the next couple of days I'm going to post a video that's going to show you how I decorate this card when I have it in the corner fold position like this. And so we'll set this aside for now, but I am going to show you how to create this corner fold card for both sizes of this cardstock. So let's go ahead, and we're going to start with the Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer. The paper trimmer from Stampin' Up! Is excellent because it goes all the way out to 6 1/4 inches up here. So you don't always have to extend it out, but for these corner fold cards, I do want to lift out the extension arm here on the left. And so I'm going to open this up. We're going to take our card and find the front of it. Now how I find the front of a card is I just fold along the score line, and then if there's a little bit of an overlap, I like that to be the front portion of my card. So this is just a tiny bit bigger, so this is going to be the front part of my card. Then what I'm going to do is set it down so that the right edge, the front right edge, is flush with my cutting area. And then I can see how long my card is, and it's 8.5. So what I want to do is from this position move it 3 inches to the right to 5.5. Then I'm going to take my cutting tool, and at the 3-inch mark I'm going to press down and bring it up to the 1/2 inch mark. Then we're going to turn it 90 degrees and bring it over to the 3-inch mark. Take the cutting tool down to the 3-inch mark and bring it up to the 1/2 inch mark. And that's all there is to it. You've just done the corner fold. So let me show you with the long card how that's done. Again, this is 4 1/4 by 11 inches, scored at 5.5. Again, I'm going to take it, set it up so that the right edge is flush with the cutting space, and then the left edge is at 11 inches. So I want to bring that over 3 inches. So we're going to bring that down to 8 inches. Then I'm going to take my cut tool, bring it down to 3 inches, and cut up to the 1/2 inch mark. Turn this paper 90 degrees, line it up at 3 inches, bring my cut tool down to 3 inches and up to the 1/2 inch mark. And again, we are done. We've got that corner cut. So let me show you now how to actually fold it. So I'll move the cutting tool, and we'll bring our Daffodil Delight paper back in the picture. This is the one that we're going to use. Now there's two ways you can do this, and I'll show both. One way you can do it is just insert a ruler into this edge that's been cut, and you can take a bone folder and just score these edges right here out. So that's all I've done. I've just scored the edges using the ruler as my guide. And then we just fold it towards you, and you have a beautifully folded card ready to be worked with. Or the other way you can do it, I'll show you on this card, is you can just go ahead and using your thumb right here on this edge, you can fold it towards you, and your thumb kind of makes the fold. and then you just bring it in. Make sure your edges are nice and even, and just give it a press. And again, you can just press it down with your score tool and make that edge nice and crisp. So either way works, whichever way you're most comfortable with. So getting back to the little chick card, here I have my Daffodil Delight paper. It's already cut and ready for us to decorate. So now the next thing I'm going to do is make sure that I have this edge secure. So how I do that is I just open it up, and I'm going to put a dimensional right here. Now you have to be careful that you don't put dimensionals like further into the card, because what happens is when you fold it over, the dimensional will catch right here. But if you have them all over, then you're going to end up, you know, gluing your card shut. The next thing we can do is start decorating. So the next piece of paper that I'm going to use is from our 12 by 12 bright paper pack pattern stack. And so this is 2 7/8 inches square, and I'm going to use the flowery side. And we're just going to take the glue and give it a little bit of a run all the way around to each side. And then we'll set this on here, and this will be about 1/8 of an inch smaller than our cutout. Remember, our cutout was about was 3 inches, and so this is 2 7/8 inch square. So just a little tiny bit of a border. And then let's go ahead and do the inside panel. The inside panel is going to be a piece of Whisper White. This is 4 by 5 1/4, and I've already gone ahead and I've done the stamping and the decorating. So the stamping, I use Sending Smiles. Again, that's from the Greatest Greetings stamp set. And the bottom is another piece of that decorative paper from the 12 by 12 Brights patterned paper stack. So this is 1/2 inch by 4 inches. And then we can go ahead and, using some snail, we can just go ahead and secure this along the top of our inside panel. So it will look just like this. And now when you close it up, you can see a really nice border here on the outside. I just love that. That's what's really fun about these corner fold cards. The next piece of paper, again, is from the 12 by 12 Brights paper stack. It's the Melon Mambo flowers, and this is 1/2 inch by 4 1/4. So I'm just going to take a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue, run it along the back side, and we're just going to set this so it's about halfway between the bottom and this fold. And we'll just set this in right here. And then we're going to need a white scallop. So I just have a piece of Whisper White scrap paper. I have my scallop punch. This is the whale style. We don't sell this style anymore, but I still happen to have one from days gone by. And then we're going to take a piece of scrap Daffodil Delight, and we'll stamp our sentiment. To stamp the sentiment, I'm going to use basic black, and this is our archival ink. So I'm just going to stamp the Oh Hello right in the center here. Oops, that's a little bit dim. Let me go ahead and do the other side. Try it again. There we go. Very nice. So now we're going to take the 1 3/4 by 7/8 inch oval punch, and we'll just punch this right out. And then we're just going to glue this right to our oval scallop. And I love using the glue because you can kind of wiggle it into place. And now we'll just add a couple of dimensionals to the back, and then we can place it right on our card. So that's going to go right here. And isn't that cute already? So now let's do the cutest part of the card, which is the chick. So what you're going to need for this is just a piece of scrap Daffodil Delight paper. Then I'm inking the chick up in the archival black ink. I'm just going to stamp him on the scrap. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your paper snips and you're just going to start cutting him out. Now you can cut the legs right off because you won't need those. I'm going to show you how we're going to get those on the chick in just a minute. So you just go ahead and fussy cut him out until you have a little chick that looks like this. You won't need to worry about the little tufts of feathers that you see on the edges. You can just trim right through that, and then it's really easy to fussy cut him out. Just make him all smooth all the way around. You will have to fussy cut just a little bit more detail around the tail and the wings, but that's about it. It goes pretty quick. Then you can take a pumpkin pie marker and you can just marker in his beak Just give that a little bit of bright orange there. And then we're going to go just set him aside for a minute. The next two squares that we're going to need are a Daffodil Delight square, that's 2 1/4 inches square, and a Whisper White square, that's 2 3/8 inches square. Now on the 2 3/8 inch square, we're going to stamp the chick one more time. So we'll just stamp him right here in the center. And then we can take our pumpkin pie marker and just color in the feet so they're nice and orange. They'll match his beak real nice that way. And then we're just going to paper pierce this right over the top. So I just added a little glue. We'll set this little cutout right over the top of what we've just stamped. And now he's ready to decorate the cards. So this little white piece is going to be attached to this 2 1/4 inch square. So we're just going to go ahead, flip this over. I'm going to add some snail to the back. And the reason I don't use glue on Whisper White is I don't want my glue lines to show through. So we're going to carefully center this in. There's only a 1/8 inch border all the way around, so we have to be careful that we have it right where we want it. So let's go ahead and we'll add some dimensionals to the back. So as you can see, I've added 4 dimensionals to the back, and now we're just going to center this in onto the front panel of our card. And oh my goodness, if this is not cute, if this just doesn't bring a smile to your face, I don't know what will. So here we go, we have the completed card. Here's our other card, again featuring the corner fold, and it's just such a cute springy card, and you know it's going to bring a smile. So I hope I've inspired you to create something similar. And if you stay tuned, I'm going to be showing you how to decorate the long card in my next video. So have a great day. If you need a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, be sure to visit my blog at www.stampingtoshare.com. I have links there where you can place orders. And do remember that Sale-a-bration ends in just a little over a week. So please take advantage of those free stamp sets that you can get with every $50 increment. Have a great day. Bye-bye.